Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a review that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a little bit. So these are products from a brand called Briogeo. Now I have tried some products from their line in the past, but this whole little set that I'm going to be talking about today is a brand new collection from them. It is called the Scalp Revival Collection. So I purchased these probably about 6 weeks ago, and I've been using them a lot, just trying to get an idea for whether or not I like the products, how they perform, all of that good stuff. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right, once again, as always, I will have links down below if you want to check out any of these products. So I actually want to start with this here. So this is called the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Biotin Dry Shampoo. When I first saw this whole collection online, immediately I was drawn in because it's supposed to be the Scalp Revival. It's supposed to help with damaged scalp and help to relieve scalp buildup in particular. So if you guys don't know, I do have scalp psoriasis. I talk about it quite often here on my channel, and it is a constant struggle for me to find products that I can use in my hair that will work for me, because a lot of times products, not only do they not help my situation with my scalp psoriasis, but they might actually even hurt it and make my scalp even worse. So I have to be really, really cautious about what I'm using, and I'm always on the hunt for new products that will help out my scalp psoriasis. So scalp psoriasis can cause a buildup on your scalp. Basically, psoriasis just means that your immune system is working overtime, and it's causing the dead skin cells that slough off automatically on everybody's skin. It's causing that process to happen 10 times faster than on a normal person's body. So your skin literally doesn't have time to fall away before new dead skin cells are stacking up. So it's just stacking up at a pace that's too quick. So the best thing for psoriasis is exfoliation. That's a little hard to do on your scalp when you have a lot of hair in the way. So I'm always looking for products that talk about exfoliating the scalp, because that is something that's really important for my psoriasis. So because this whole charcoal line said that was what they're about, is helping to exfoliate the scalp and revive the scalp and renew the scalp. So I was very intrigued, and I did watch a video from Briogeo on, I think it was on their YouTube channel, that talked about the special kind of charcoal that they found and how it works to break down the buildup that's on your scalp. So if you have time to check out their video, I would recommend it. It was very interesting, and it's definitely what got me interested in these products. But as I mentioned, this is the first product I purchased from the line, and the reason I purchased this one first was the other two were sold out, and I really, really wanted to try the shampoo and this little treatment, what do they call this? Yeah, scalp treatment in particular, but they were both sold out, so I was like, well, I want to try something from the line. So this, which is the third product in the line, the dry shampoo, wasn't sold out, so I went ahead and picked this guy up. So this is definitely my least favorite product in the line. It actually works fine as a dry shampoo, and I'm going to show you guys even though it's messy. The way that it works is it has this little cap which you can twist close or open. When it's open, it lines up where you can see like the nozzle in this hole right here. And rather, it looks like you should push the button up here, but that's not a button. You actually just squeeze it like that, and then the powder flies up. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, but that's how you get the product to dispense. So it's an actual powder dry shampoo, and you're meant to, lift your hair and squeeze it through your hair, and then use your hands to kind of work it into your hair, just like any other dry shampoo. It does not leave a white residue, I will say that. A lot of dry shampoos can do that, but this one does not at all. I didn't notice any benefits for my scalp, but it also didn't irritate my scalp, and some dry shampoos do irritate my scalp. But the thing that I really could not get past on this particular product is the smell. It has a really weird smell. I honestly don't know how to describe it, other than I can say the first day that I wore it, or I applied it in my hair, and it, by the way, the smell lasts with you all day. It does not fade away. It's in your hair all day. The first day I wore it, I kept smelling something, and I didn't know it was this. And I was like, what is that smell? It kind of smells vaguely like cat pee. And I have 2 cats, so I was searching the house to see if one of them went outside of their litter box, which has never happened before, but I was like, where is that odor coming from? And then the second and third time I wore this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's in my hair. That's what it is, and it's this. So even just now, just spraying it in the air for you guys, I can smell it and it just smells odd. It's just a really, I don't like the scent, and so unfortunately I won't be using the rest of this because of the smell. But as a dry shampoo, it worked fine, but for me, I just can't get beyond the smell. So for me, that was a definitely a miss. But let's quickly go to the other two products, because the other two products I actually really did enjoy. So next up is the Scalp Revival. They call this a charcoal and tea tree scalp treatment. So it's a scalp oil. It comes with a little dropper. As you can see, I barely used any because you do not need very much of this. Basically, you just pull enough into here and it fills your little droplet about half full, and that's enough for your full scalp each time. So you don't need very much. I've used this quite a few times already and it's still quite full. So even though this is a little bit expensive, and I will put prices on the screen for you guys, even though this is a little bit expensive, it lasts a long time. So I feel like it is actually worth the amount that it costs. This one does have a scent, but it's a nice scent, and it actually smells the same as the shampoo. It kind of smells like mint chocolate to me, like a chocolatey mint flavor. That's what it smells like to me. I think that's the tea tree that I'm smelling that makes it the minty flavor, but it's actually a really nice scent. I don't mind the scent at all. One thing I will say about this scalp treatment, it feels very cooling, very soothing, so it does definitely feel really nice on your scalp, especially if you have an irritated scalp like I do. My scalp is almost always feels like it's on fire, always feels irritated, and this was a very nice, cooling, relaxing feeling, almost like putting the fire out. So I definitely like the way this feels. It is a heavier oil though, so I was hoping because of the charcoal and how they were talking about and how it breaks down and like exfoliates your scalp, that maybe it would be a more lightweight oil that I could apply possibly during the day. Definitely not. This is a heavier oil, so it does make your hair look greasy. So this is just like all my other scalp treatments that I apply. I definitely have to use this at night, the night before I'm planning to wash my hair, because the next day when I get up, I do have to wash my hair because my hair does look oily, very, very oily. So you have to wash it out the next day. Otherwise, you're gonna look like you got greasy hair. So that's the only downfall about this, but that's not a big deal. Pretty much all my scalp treatments I use that way. I use them at night, the night before I'm planning to wash my hair, because all of them do leave an oily residue in the hair. So as long as you can get beyond that, I think it's a great product. I think it does a really, really nice job of like soothing and reviving the scalp. So I definitely recommend trying this out, especially if you have a condition like I do where your scalp is irritated. Now, I saved the best for last for sure, you guys. So this is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. Has a long name. It comes in a tub, which is the only thing I don't like about it. I wish it came in a standard shampoo bottle, because it is a little awkward in the shower trying to, you know, get the shampoo out without spilling it or without getting a ton of water from my shower inside the container. So that is my only gripe about this, but I can get over it for the product. As you guys can see, I've almost used up half of this already, and I've been really careful about being sparing with it because I don't want to go through it too quickly, because it is expensive for a shampoo. But I really, really like it. There's so many good things I have to say about this. First of all, it does have the same smell as the treatment. So it smells like minty chocolate, which I love. I think that's fantastic. It is a very thick kind of consistency. I don't want to waste any, but it is a very like thicker kind of consistency. So when I use this in the shower, I do try to take a small amount in my fingers and then kind of work it into my scalp. I try to make sure to get all of the product on my scalp, because that's where that's where it's doing the best, and then kind of work it through the rest of my hair. But the things that I've noticed with this shampoo, first of all, it does feel nice. It has a soothing, calming feeling similar to the scalp treatment I just mentioned. So it does feel good on the scalp. It definitely helps to exfoliate my scalp. So instead of using this every time I shower, because I feel like it would almost over exfoliate my scalp, I use it once a week. And that has been enough to kind of keep the buildup that I get from my psoriasis at bay. Now I still do have quite a bit of flaking on on my scalp, but for the condition that I have, that is very, very normal. But the scaling that I sometimes get with my psoriasis is gone. And I did have quite a bit of scaling on my scalp when I began using this, and slowly over time I've noticed they've almost completely disappeared. And I honestly don't have any scaling left on my scalp right now, just some flakes, and that's about it. So I can't feel any scales right now, which is really good for me. Usually my scalp is usually covered with psoriasis. That is not the only place. That is the main place on my body that I get psoriasis, and it pretty much covers my entire scalp. So to be able to say that I don't have any scales right now, psoriasis scales right now, is a really amazing thing. Another thing that I actually really enjoy about this, that's a side benefit, it's not the main benefit, but something that has been nice, is that I definitely feel like it gives my hair more volume. And I think it's just because it does actually kind of strip the hair a little bit of any buildup from product. So without that product buildup that's kind of weighing your hair down, your hair can have a little bit more volume. So I think that's why I've been experiencing a little bit more volume, and I'll take it. I need any volume I can get. But overall, I've been really impressed with this. The only thing, again, that I have to say is the price is a little high, and I don't like that it comes in a tub because it's a little inconvenient to use. But the results that I'm getting from this are far outweighing the downfalls. So this is something that I definitely am going to repurchase when I run out of it. I would also repurchase this if I run out. I feel like I'm actually gonna probably return this because I've only used it about 4 times, and after that I was like, no, I can't use it again. It smells so bad. So I probably am gonna return that, but these two I definitely highly recommend. I will be repurchasing mine when they run out, and I just think it's a really great product, again, especially if you have psoriasis or any condition where you get buildup or dandruff on your scalp. I think you'll really enjoy this product. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this review today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer those for you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.